Right, good evening, and thank you very much for joining me again today. And I'm back with Mr. Albert Matapo. Today we're outdoors. How are you, Mr. Matapo?
I'm all right. Thank you very much, Mr. Gambakwe.
Right, fantastic. Today we've got a different kind of discussion. I want us to discuss about what happened when you came out of jail. How many people helped you and who were they?
Thank you very much, Mr. Gambakwe. Yes, so many people helped me while I was in prison, but I'm not going to talk about that today. I'm going to talk about those who helped me after I'd come out of prison. Yes, my family helped me quite a lot, members of my family, but I'm not going to get into much details about them. Most importantly, after coming out of prison, naturally, I had no choice because the regime was following me up. They wanted me to continue appearing in court because they still said the treason case was not yet over because they had done whatever shenanigans that they'd done. So I had to go outside the country. For me to be able to go outside the country at that moment in time, I did not have money, but somebody sent me money from South Africa, and he said, "No, brother, you can't suffer. I'm gonna send you money." And so he sent me 2,000 rands. I ran through the forest, through Mozambique. I went to Maputo. I suffered a lot because I went through Chikwalakwala, and at Chikwalakwala border, I was helped by a certain young man who helped me to cross over to the other side of Mozambique. And on the side of Mozambique, I stayed there. We stayed there for 2 days. On the third day at night, this young man who was with me negotiated with the goods train because there was no transport to Maputo whatsoever from Chikwalakwala, the Mozambican side. So he negotiated with a goods train. And so the only people he could negotiate with were the security guards who normally sit right at the back, at the last stroke of that goods train. So we got into that goods train. It was very cold. We traveled the whole night and the following day, the whole day, until the following. We actually had 2 nights on the road and 1 day. On the second day, we arrived in Maputo at around 3 o'clock. And before the train actually got to stop, the security guards asked us to jump out because they didn't want us to be seen by the engine man, by the driver of the train, and also the other security at the Maputo train station. So we had to jump out while the train was moving. I almost broke my leg. But lucky enough, I did not break my leg. And then when we got into Maputo, we found somewhere to sleep. Lucky, we just got some people who were very kind to us. We slept there, and then I separated with this young man because this young man had come to do his usual buyings, and I didn't know him, but we had just known each other as we were going to Mozambique. So I then had to ask some people in Maputo to take me to the taxi rank. They took me to the taxi rank. They negotiated with the taxi people because I did not have a passport. I had nothing with me. So then they took. I paid them out of that money which I had been sent by this young man. Then they took me to the border. When we got to the border gate, Mozambique, South Africa border, it was the money that I had was too little. So they had to ask me. They gave me somebody. The taxi man gave me somebody who took me through a mountain. So we had to run through a mountain, and that area is guarded by the South African soldiers. So they didn't want us to be seen by these soldiers because these soldiers would want a lot of money, but I did not have. So what did we do? We had to cross over the fence, and then we had to run through that mountain, that hill, up until we got to the other side. We then had to wait for the taxi to come. Lucky enough, we were not seen by these soldiers. We got into the taxi again. Then we proceeded. On the way, I was paying. The taxi man was paying and was taking money from me until I got to South Africa. When I got to South Africa, I was also helped by other fellow Zimbabweans who were in South Africa. I'm not going to mention their names now for security reasons. So these guys helped me a lot. They booked a hotel for me at first until they organized somewhere to stay, until my family had to come. And then because we already had international protection, naturally then we had to get sanctuary in another European country. That's how we went to Europe. So when we got to Europe, but I still needed my voice to be heard. And that voice, nobody could hear me. Nobody, because ZANU-PF continued to make a lot of lies. They continued to lie, Matapo this, Matapo that. Now they are saying I'm charging $20, 20 rands
To do this.
to do this, and I'm charging 20 rands. Well, give me the 20 rands or 100 rands, which these ZANU-PF are now saying I'm an instructor of border case. It's funny. Anyway, let me leave that. It's their own. Let them lie. So they continue to lie. One man who helped me a lot, and I really appreciate, and I'm going to mention his name. This is Simbarashe Chikanza of Zim-I.
Yes.
Zim-I was there to promote me. I had a lot of sessions with Zim-I, and I really appreciate that. You don't find people like that who appreciate other people, what other people have done, and they come forward to help you free of charge. And I had to, this is how the world started to know me, because a lot of publications were made, a lot of corrections of a lot of, you know what the state security does, or especially the ZANU-PF state security. They place a lot of lies. Yeah, Matapo did this, yeah, he did that, yeah, he did that. So they put it on public domain. So that when people read, when people type your name like this, they start seeing a lot of fake news. And this is one of their weapons to try and destroy you. So they did all that. Anyway, thank you very much, Zim-I. Thank you very much, Simbarache Chikanza. Thank you very much, everybody who helped me. I might not be able to mention names, but I know you guys, all those people who helped me. And I'm so grateful. I really appreciate what you did. And this is what happened to me. Okay, yesterday I told you that I had done a BSc degree in agricultural economics at the University of Zimbabwe. And when I got to Sweden, I got a lot of assistance, because I then had to enroll at the Swedish University of Agricultural Sciences, and I got employed there. And at the same time, I also got, enrolled to study for a master's degree. I actually had to do 3 master's degrees in a very short space of time. I did a master's degree in agricultural economics. I did a master's degree in agroecology. I also did a master's degree in health promoting, outdoor health and promoting. It's more to do with how we can make use of the environment to make sure that people get stable, people who are stressed out, people who have got those kind of stress problems and what have you. How can the environment actually help them? So I also did that. And then I enrolled to do my PhD with the Swedish University of Agricultural Sciences, which I'm still pursuing right now, and I'm almost through with that program. So this is what happened in my life. This is just in short. I will talk more as time goes on and fill in a lot of other gaps. So this is about me. Thank you very much, everybody who helped me and who continue to help me. There are so many other people whom I've left out, but I'll talk about them later on. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Matapo. Very interesting story. Many people who did not know more about you, they now do. And please, if you get this video on WhatsApp, forward it to as many people as possible. We want them to know the true story about Mr. Albert Matapo, leader of the Zimbabwe People Power Movement. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.